did you do to stop these feelings?
Do you know what? I went to my magic kingdom that my dad had made me. He doesn't realise how many times that has actually saved me. And I couldn't wait to go to bed every day. I just used to think, right, okay, the day will be over quickly. Let the day go over quickly. So I could just go to bed and shut my eyes and put that key through the gate. And as he used to say to us, you see all these flowers and everything, and I used to take myself there. And I think I took myself there for month after month after month. And then in the morning I used to have to say to myself, you have to be brave, Pepe. You got no fucking choice. You got to be brave, face it. And having come from a really nice big house and money and never having to worry about anything and loads of food and everything, all of a sudden I had none of that. I had none of that, and I had to fend for myself, and I was coming out of a council house. You know, and the whole culture, council house culture, but you know, wasn't used to none of that at all. People swearing, fuck this, fuck that, you know, what was it? It wasn't me, I wasn't brought up like that. But I survived with my magic kingdom, and I survived by knowing never look back. Just don't look back, Pepe. You have to carry on.
Okay. Was you happier with your new man than your husband of arranged marriage?
Yes, I was actually, yeah. Now at the age of 42 and I look back on it all, when I ran away from home, I almost wanted to come back home and say to my parents, go on then, send me to India, send me wherever you want. I'll marry whoever you want me to marry now. Just be my mum and dad again. So that's what I miss the most. But Mick did really love me. He did really love me. He did make me feel really loved. And it was hard for him too, being a white man, going out with an Asian girl and having to go out there with all his friends who were all white, you know, and none of them had any Asian girls around them. You know, it must have been very difficult for him as well, for his friends to accept that he's with an Asian girl. But no, I did love him a lot more. I didn't love my husband. As horrible as that sounds, I never loved my husband at all. It was an arranged marriage. Fuck's sake, God, no, I didn't love him. But Charlotte's father, at that time, love comes in lots of different ways, lots and lots of different ways. But I loved Charlotte's father for protecting me. He was my protector. I wouldn't say he was my love of my heart, but he was definitely my love as my protector. And I do believe even up till now, as my best friend, I do believe when push comes to shove, he will look after my Richie and look after my Charlotte. He will still protect the most precious thing to me, and that means he's protecting me. So yes, I did.
Okay. You went on to join the doctor's surgery. You had some strange goings on there.
Yeah, that was very funny actually at the doctor's surgery, because we had two men who broke in, and I had to jump over the counter and go and grab them and wrestle them, and I think, yeah, even though there was the strange goings on that we're having at the surgery, and it was in Bermondsey, and we all know Bermondsey because that's all gangster-based Bermondsey, that's where all the main gangsters came from, the whole underworld thing. So the doctor's surgery, you can imagine what his patients list was like, you know, Joe Bloggs who killed Joe Bloggs and Joe Bloggs who did that, but it was very interesting working at the doctor's surgery. But I then did realise that I wanted more, and I remember Dr. Kadim, and Dr. Kadim, if you're listening to this, you know you said this too, said to me that I was like a Rottweiler at reception, and he said he loved it when I was there because he felt protected every time I was there at reception. So, you know, me and him had this chat, and that's when I said to him, I'd like to join the police force, that's what I'd like to do. I'd like to join the police force. And you know what? He supported me through it, all the way through it. But yeah, I had the strange goings on, but it definitely told me a lot about myself, that I wanted more from that job. You know, I loved working with people, but boy, I can jump over counters and wrestle two men as they're going through the door to stab the doctor so they can get the injections. And I thought, yeah, man, I'm going to go and join the police.
Okay. You went to join as a police officer. Why the police?
Well, do you know what? Actually, I wanted to do the fire brigade as well. I don't know. I just thought I was quite brave and courageous. And then, as I said, I'm not that ordinary. It was a little bit of a twist. So I wanted to join the fire brigade, but me and Mick, and when I was pregnant with Charlotte, we moved onto the 9th floor flat, and it was on the 9th floor, and that's when I realised, oh boy, I think I'm scared of heights. Yeah, when they said to me in the police force, I have to go up that pole thing, and I have to go through this tunnel thing, I thought, no, I'll give that one a miss then. Though I thought the uniform looks quite sexy. I thought I looked quite sexy in that. I wasn't bothered about the men, what they looked like. I was more bothered about what I'd look like. And then I thought, nah, I think I look sexier in a police uniform. And then I used to watch The Bill. So I thought, yeah, could have a bit of that. I fancied myself a bit as a police officer. So, got to be real.
You did have a very painful experience. Do you feel that changed you in any way?
I believe that changed me in a lot of ways. As I said, I fancy myself a bit as a police officer, and I've been so honest in my book, and again, honest to the public. Yes, I was very, very naughty as a police officer too. Run underground security companies and this and that with my sergeant, and various things that we shouldn't have really been doing, and I was naughty. Cut my skirt short, tightened it, put my stockings, my spender belt on, undone my blouse a bit, done my tie up there, cravat and stuff, and bright red lipstick and eyelashes, and I thought I was going to some bloody fashion show every day. Do you know what I mean? Seeing one of my autographs. But what happened to me shouldn't have actually happened. Yes, I got injured very, very badly on duty. And my medical notes went missing and etc. And it's all undercover and hidden. And I suppose I was punished. And I was hurt in a job that I loved so much. And I know that I had been bad. And I confessed to the fact of being bad. But as Joey Paul once said, he knows that he was doing drinking and driving. And he was really bad when he was drinking and driving, but he never got caught on those times when he was drinking and driving. But the day he got caught, they set him up. And he thought that was so out of order that they actually set him up, because he hadn't been drinking and driving. The same with me. I might have done all the other stuff that I did in the police that maybe I shouldn't have ever done. Running security companies, doing this, doing that, getting sergeants to do this and inspectors to do that. Yeah? So what? I did do it. I am saying I did do it. Do whatever you have to do on that. But you know what? I didn't deserve to be hurt like that and left to die. Left to hurt on the floor there, just left. And then all my medical notes going missing and everything. I didn't deserve to have to go through any of that at all. So yeah, they did hurt me really, really badly. Really badly.
Okay. What were you feeling towards the police?
What are my feelings towards the police?
No, what were your feelings towards the police?
Do you know what? I had some very, very good friends. Very, very good friends in the police force. Loved them to death. They were officers that worked with me. You had the workers and you had the ones that didn't want to work. It was a job that I really loved. So loved, and they hurt me. And I suppose I felt the same as I did when, I left home after having an arranged marriage, that people were coming into our house to hurt me who didn't know me. And as a child, when I was sent away and told that I'm a witch, people are telling me I'm a witch who don't know me. And again in the police force, people are hurting me who don't know me. You don't know me. If you don't want to don't know me, but don't hurt me. Yeah, if you don't know me, don't hurt me. So it just confused me, really hurt me and confused me about the police. But I still have a lot of love for the police officers that were there for me. Again, it's snakes and bad apples.
What did you mean when you say other things?
Other things? you know, there was lots of other things that were going on in the police force. It's all coming out now, you know, in the media eye about the corruption, racism, corruption, you know, the Masons, lodges. You know, I have friends now who are, you know, in these little groups. But, you know, I have a lot of respect for them. But then again, it's the whole bad apple thing that gives it a bad stigma. But, you know, as they say, you know, which I now know, and as Joey Paul said to me, and Dave Courtney said to me, and various other people from the underworld have said to me, the biggest firm is the police, yeah? And, you know, the police and the underworld, they all are all, you know, one is a chess game. It's a big man's chess game. And I wasn't aware of that. I actually thought I was going to be a police officer and save the world. But no, I was actually being played as a pawn. I was a pawn in the chess game. That's what I was.